Heaven's Library. I have found 6 categories, and they are alluded to in Revelation 20:12. And I saw the dead, both great and small, standing in front of the throne. Books were opened, and another book was opened, the book of life. And the dead were judged from what was written in the books, according to what they had done. Number 1, the Lamb's Book of Life, Revelation 3:5. He who wins the victory will, like them, be dressed in white clothing, and I will not blot his name out of the Book of Life, 2015. Anyone whose name was not found written in the Book of Life was hurled into the lake of fire, 21:27. The only ones who may enter are those whose names are written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Number 2, the Book of Remembrance, Malachi 3:16. Then those who feared Adonai spoke together, and Adonai listened and heard. A record book was written in his presence for those who feared Adonai and had respect for his name. They will be mine, says Adonai. On the day when I compose my own special treasure, I will spare them as a man spares his own son who serves him. Then once again you will see the difference between the righteous and the wicked, between the person who serves God and the one that doesn't serve him. These scriptures are referring to robbing God in tenths and voluntary contributions, 3:8, and bringing the whole tenth into the storehouse, 3:10. Gifts to individuals or organizations also count as contributions. Number 3, the Book of Our Days, Psalms 139:16. Your eyes could see me as an embryo, but in your book all my days were already written. My days had been shaped before any one of them existed. Yes, God is the author and finisher of our faith. Hebrews 12:2, King James Version, initiator and completer of that trusting. Hebrews 12:2, Complete Jewish Bible. Number 4, the accounting of our life, Romans 14:12. So then every one of us will have to give an account of himself to God, whether saved, backslidden, having left their first love, or lost. All will kneel before God and publicly acknowledge him. The books are reviewed. This is why we are to rouse ourselves from sleep, put aside the deeds of darkness, and arm ourselves with the weapons of light. Not living improperly, not partying, not getting drunk, not engaging in sexual immorality or other excesses, not quarreling and being jealous. Romans 13:11-13. God has the records. Number 5, the Book of Journeys and Tears, Psalms 56:9. You have kept count of my wanderings, stored my tears in your water skin. Aren't they already recorded in your book? Number 6, the Book of Transgressions. Psalms 130 speaks of God not keeping a record of our sins. This is strictly for those who have asked for forgiveness. Verse 3-4. Psalms 51:1, it says, Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Isaiah 43:25. I, even I, am he that blotteth out thy transgressions for my own sake, and will not remember thy sins. Romans 4:15. Because the law worketh wrath, for where no law is, there is no transgression. God's laws were added because of transgressions, sin. Those who have not repented are judged and convicted by God's laws. How can one be judged by a law if their transgressions were not recorded, or if the ways in which those laws were broken were not kept on file? What if no accounts of their actions were written down? On earth, any time a law is broken, reports are made, and they are used in a court of law. God's heavenly court is so much more forgiving and merciful and honest, as well as much more convicting and punishable. Daniel 12:2-3. Many of those sleeping in the dust of the earth will awaken, some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting shame and abhorrence. 3. But those who can discern will shine like the brightness of heaven's dome, and those who turned many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. Be the underground church now. The overgrown gardens need harvesting. The sowing of seeds is extravagantly abundant. There is ample ministry, but so little ingathering. It is because of the message and because of the prayers. The underground church needs to preach salvation. The underground church needs to intercede for lost souls. You may be surprised, it really works. This is the secret. A believer will sincerely care about and concern himself with the lost souls they are praying for by name, by people group, by geographical location, or by commonwealth. The desire must come from the Lord. Ask Him. A final thought. The Holy Scriptures are applicable, administering to us a practical, genuine life, while also ministering God's perspective and higher mindedness. Please note, when the word states that the dead will be judged, this does not apply to the living. Sure, we all physically die, but biblical death means one who refused the free gift of salvation. Those people are dead now while living on earth and will remain dead. They are judged, told why they will remain in the lake of fire. America has observed how our court systems have been undermined. We long for righteous decrees. Why would you want that and not God's decrees from His throne?